Hey, my name is Connor Burr, and I do all the throwing events for the Sturgis Scoopers, which is javelin, shot put, and disc. And then this last Saturday, we had our home meet, and I placed first in javelin, first in discus, and then third in shot put. And I PR'd in discus with a throw of 137 and then a couple inches. And then javelin was just a little bit short of a PR, and same with shot put. And it was just a really fun meet, being able to throw at home and being able to throw javelin for the first time at the high school. And it was just fun. And then looking forward to going to Howard Wood on Thursday and throwing the javelin and discus there.
I'm Sawyer Dennis, junior at Sturgis High School. This weekend I ran the 4x2, 4x4, and the open one. In the 4x2, we PR'd by 2 seconds, got first place overall, and we're now 7th in school history with a 146. And then the 4x4, we PR'd by 6.5 seconds, got first overall, and we're getting super close to getting on the school history list. And then the open one, got 7th overall.
Hey, we caught up with Coach Chris Galetsky. We'd normally talk about some football, but this time of year it's sprinters and relays.
Yeah, I coach the sprinters and relays at the high school here, and it's a great time to, coach some of the same boys that I have in football and coach some of the girls in that. And it's kind of more of a laid-back atmosphere, just getting to work with them. And so I really enjoy that. You get outside, and it's nice days. Maybe the wind can stop here in South Dakota a little bit, but, we'll take what we're getting with the sun and the 60 and 70-degree weather that we're getting lately. We got a good collection of girls that really work hard and have some talent. And, our 4x2 last week ran 7th best time in school history, so that's something we're looking to improve going down to Hardwood this weekend. With the competition being a little bit more stiff than what we've seen for the most part, that's going to allow our girls to hopefully compete a little bit better and cut some time off that and see how good we can do there. So our girls 4x2 ran really well this last weekend on Saturday. And our girls 4x4 is also just another solid team for us. So those are just some opportunities for our girls to improve their times this weekend and see how low they can get down.
The Sturgis Coopers hosted the Black Hills Track Classic last Saturday, and we've got head coach Blake Proefrock to talk about it.
Yeah, it was awesome. First thing I want to do is tip my hat to the administration and all the helpers, because we have a lot of individuals here that come in from outside in the community and work the events. So coaches don't have to, and that's a really, really nice thing to have. So you can just coach your kids, a lot of times, a lot of meets, which we have to, and we understand we have to do that sometimes, but, work events and certain things like that when we go places. But we got great help. We had great hospitality, great food, and things like that here, too, for all the workers and all the coaches. So that's pretty awesome to have. But things happening in the field and on the track. Everybody was kind of questioning. We had a lot of teams that, maybe kind of backed out. They were worried about the weather and about the wind because it might be a little wet. But quite frankly, they missed out. I'm sure glad we had it because you go throughout the results, and it's not just our kids. It's not just the straightaway. It's not just, but all the teams and all the events, all you could see when you look at the result were, season best or, personal best. And so everybody was really happy that we had it, and it ended up being a, pretty nice day, a great day. But yeah, all the way around, it was really good. Individually, we had some great performances, throwers. Again, Connor Byrne, I think, had placed first in 2 events and third in another, and Lexi Long, I think she was maybe third or fourth in, her throwing events, both her throwing events. And then, like I said, we had, great things down the front stretch, but we had, season best and personal best. We had, 2 of our girl milers, Iris Zylstra and Lucy Hamer that finished first and second in the mile. So it wasn't, we got a great, big mountain here kind of protecting us from the wind. So it wasn't too bad. And we saw that all the way around. Darren Graff ran a great mile. His best, I think, best ever. We had 800 runners, Owen Kuntz and Ray Henderson, Ty Ferguson, that all ran, personal best, and that's running multiple laps around the track. So the conditions were really good. The conditions were nice, very nice here. And then sprinters. We had some great sprinters. I think our girls 4x2 it consists of Sawyer Dennis, Charlotte Felstad, Kaija Jones and Avery Marler ran the best of the year, but it was also 7th best in school history. So that just kind of goes to show, we had pretty good competition, and it was just good conditions to run, and we saw that, across the board. Girls 4x4 ran personal best as well, and that's, was Avery Marler, Sawyer Dennis, Novalee Dinkins, and then Hannah Killinger. That's the first time she ran in there in that event as well. So ran a great time. I think 4:08 and some change or something like that. So and boys 4x4 went right down to the wire. We got basically a lean at the line. Ended up second, but it was a fun race, fun thing. But yeah, just a lot of great performances all the way around.
Now that we're in the final month, Coach, is there more intensity?
Oh, definitely. There's a completely different sense of what needs to be accomplished, a sense of purpose, a sense of discipline, kind of when you get down to the wire, because, it's like, to a certain degree, because of the weather and, just everything that's involved, it's always like, okay, we're just getting through. And then the next thing you do, you look at the calendar, and here we are. All we got left, we go the big trip out to Howard Wood. We're coming up this weekend where we're going to split time between getting some kids to the O'Gorman meet and to Howard Wood. And then, next week is conference, and then we get the last chance meet, and then it's a state. So it's just like, bang, 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 and then there we are. So, I think the kids realize that. The weather gets a little bit nicer, and sometimes when that happens, time goes by too fast. It's kind of right when everybody wants to be out here and the weather's nice and things are good. And you start to see kids peaking at the right time. It's just kind of a bummer that then the season ends when it does. But we're looking forward to it, definitely, the end of the year and some of these bigger meets and more competitive things. And team-wise, at conference, we get to compete, as a unit. And a lot of times that brings the kids together, and you kind of see some of the best performances there. So we're looking forward to it.
And with you going out to Sioux Falls this weekend, the athletes get to compare themselves with others throughout the state.
Yeah, not just the state, but some 5, 6 states, sometimes show up, at Howard Wood and different schools, and we get seeded and put in, relays by class, but overall, those that get drawn and get into the individual events, which, I don't know, I think we got 15 individuals maybe, just at that meet, competing, and then, the relays are pretty loaded. On the girls' side, I think maybe all 5 relays are in the fast heat. So we, there's 3 heats, and that's how they drew it. But I think all 5 that we have there, or 4 of the 5 that are there, are all in the fast heat. So, that it says something. It says something, for the kids that we have, and we got some pretty good boys ones there too. Our boys 4x2. Is looking good, looking better. 4x4, we're starting to have some kids really come around, and that's looking pretty good for us as well. And then we have the boys medley, looks to be right there, and maybe have a chance to place too. So things are looking pretty good. They're looking, it's always fun to get out there. We got some great throwers. We got some great jumpers and things like that. So. It's always a fun weekend.
Good luck, Coach.
All right, appreciate it, and always like having you guys come out. Thanks a lot.